Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing another nerdy video. Now we are here with some Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now folks, if you're watching my videos in their correct order, or if you're watching this video and it is October, and it's around the time that when it went public, you may notice that we are doing nothing but Assassin's Creed for the next day. We're even doing some videos are even going public during the weekend. Normally with this new system, what I've been doing is a video will be going public on Wednesday, Thursday and Fridays, Dragon Age, Assassin's Creed, then Swords of the Old Republic, and then with Ludo Chat or Side Chat going live on Mondays, alternating between those two. Now, because of it is now the 21st of October, and there's a big chance that I might be able to make it in time, we have the Jack the Ripper DLC. So at the time of this recording, all my, from the 25th to 26th, I have videos coming out. They're going live. I'm going to upload some videos that are going to be scheduled for the 27th of October 2024, and then obviously the 28th and the 29th, with the hopes that on Halloween, October 31st, I'll have nothing but Assassin's Creed Jack the Ripper footage. So we are doing some DLC content, the Darwin and Dickens conspiracy. The reason, now I know I initially intended for these missions to be done and edited into combined video of the London stories for Dickens and Charles, but then I discovered, okay, wait, no, they're part of a DLC, they're part of a joint story, so instead I decided to do their own separate video, similar to how I now just spent today looking up a thumbnail for the Dulip Sing missions, because they are also part of a DLC. So there's going to be each of these are going to be their own video upload with their own unique thumbnail. Well, I even have one for the World War I memories. But before we tackle the World War I memory, which is the only one that I really have to do after these 4 missions. I have 4 missions left before I do the Jack the Ripper DLC. So, I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to do something vaguely horror or thriller-esque for Halloween without completely disrupting by starting a new game. Technically, what I should have done earlier in the month was start a horror game and then spend the entire month playing the game. But I'll try and do something like that for next year. In either case, I'm going to mute my mic and we will tackle the Darwin and Dickens conspiracy.
My young friend, I'm sorry to be so blunt, but I need to ask a favor of you. A delivery awaits me at the docks, a very rare orchid, all the way from the island of Madagascar. But there is a problem. One of my associates wants the flower for himself. He sent ruffians to collect it, if you can believe that. I need you to collect it for me first. Ah, thank you, my young friend, thank you. This little orchid may seem inconsequential, but it holds secrets which could potentially change our very understanding of the world. It would have been a shame to lose it. A shame indeed. Thank you.
My dear Darwin, do you think our young friend here, equipped with a multiplicity of talents, might be enough to ensure Mr. Hammond safe passage?
Who's Hammond when he's at home, then?
A mutual friend of ours. He arrives in London today.
From South Africa, no less.
Mr. Hammond is possessed of both tremendous wealth and charming innocence.
Which makes him rather attractive prey for some of our great city's less savory inhabitants. We fear he'll need a more robust escort than two old men might provide.
I'm not a coachman, you know.
We have already told him to expect you.
His train should have arrived 10 minutes ago.
Well, then I suppose a friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Splendid.
Off you go.
Mr. John Hammond?
That is correct.
Jacob Fry. Mr. Dickens sent me to meet you.
Oh, good old Dickens. How very kind of him. Lead on, then. London. Can't say I've missed the weather. My father passed away recently, and I have come home to settle his affairs. Also, I am to be married.
You don't sound too keen on the idea.
I have never even met my future bride, Bella Wilton. It was all arranged for me. She may be a good woman, or she may not. I stand to inherit a vast sum. Can I be certain that the lady is not simply in it for the money?
Togs. Care to trade him?
You're handy. I fear my wealth attracts too much attention. That did give me an idea. Perhaps I can test my bride's sincerity. I am now officially dead and have thus shed my fortune. I shall meet Bella Wilton as a nobody. We shall see if she'll have me now. Come, we must dispose of my body. Find us a carriage to take us to the river. Good work. How exciting. This is like something out of a novel. Excellent. Now let us go and meet my fiancée. I can't wait to see her response. I feel quite liberated, as if a great weight has been lifted from my shoulders. After this, just to be sure, would you take me to my fiancée's house? I shall deliver the sad news myself.
Seems a bit risky to me.
She has never set eyes on me. Besides, I need to ascertain whether I like her as well. And I want to see how she reacts to the news of my death. Come on, hurry up! This is taking far too long. You're going the wrong way, I'm sure of it. Please hurry, I'm very anxious to meet Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson?
Yes?
My name is John Rokesmith. I'm afraid I have some terrible news for you.
Oh?
Your fiancé, John Hammond, was found dead in the River Thames this morning.
Oh, how awful! Poor Mr. Hammond. I am at a loss at what to say to you, sir. You must forgive me.
She is delightful. Why, I do believe I love her.
Certainly an unusual first meeting to talk about in your wedding speech.
Cupid and I require your services. You remember that young lady I was engaged to marry before I feigned my death so that I could see what sort of woman she was? Well, I have good news. I'm now in love with her and I want to marry her after all. And I need you to help. I have a rather artful plan. You, playing the part of a ruffian, will kidnap her. Then you must bring her to where I am waiting. I shall leap from a shadowy corner and beat you to a pulp, thereby saving her life and winning her heart.
That is far and away, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the worst plan I have ever heard.
Now, put me down somewhere insalubrious, and I shall ready an ambush for you. Somewhere in Lambeth should suffice. This'll do. Looks rough enough. Off you go and nab her. She's at Waterloo Station, I believe. Oh, and make sure you play your part well.
You're coming with me, little bird.
No! Stop! Help! Oh my goodness! Unhand me this instant! What is the meaning of this? This is terribly inappropriate. We make for a peculiar pair. You'll be found out in no time. Is there nothing I can say to make you release me? You shall be sorely disappointed if you think you shall profit from this. Why are you doing this? Can you not say anything? I demand you explain yourself at once.
Unhand her, ruffian! I shall save you, madam, for I am John Hammond, your fiancé.
What?
Olga! Take this, you rogue!
Rather suspicious.
Take your punishment! Ha! Clearly, I... Take this, you rogue! Get up! Take your punishment! Ah, clearly, I am your better! Take this, you rogue! Take your punishment! Ah, clearly, I am your better! Take this, you rogue!
Take your punishment. Clearly, I am your better.
What a happy coincidence that you were here to save me.
Wasn't it? And if you will allow me, my dearest Bella, I shall forever be by your side to protect you from this day forth. Come, my dear, let us be gone from this terrible place, and I shall explain all.
I should return to Charlie and Charlie to tell them the happy news.
And so all's well that ends well. Our young lovers are united at last and will soon marry.
No accounting for taste, I suppose.
And by the looks of you, they really hit it off.
I must say, it's all rather exciting. I do love these sorts of tales.
It all feels strangely familiar. I wonder why. We should drink to John Hammond and his unconventional idea of courtship.
Indeed, to John Hammond, our mutual friend.
Alright folks, it looks like that is it. So all we have left is wow, the World War One mission, and we have a few meetings with some of our associates. So we are going to tackle the World War One mission first, and then we will do the next video will be me visiting all my associates. And we actually have a fast travel point right here next to where the World War II thing is. Now sometimes the way this game acts, we might actually be somewhere else when we fast travel to the train. It makes the train a bit of an unreliable fast travel point. But we'll see here. It's loading. There we go. We okay, yeah, we look enough. We are at our target location, relatively speaking. We're on the wrong side of the track, but that's easily rectified. But I'm just going to end this video here, and we'll begin as I travel over there. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out.